Hello. Hope you guys can hear me. Give me a second. Yes. Oh yeah, I can see if people are chatting. Welcome to my Manchester United versus Norwich reaction. Let's see. Yeah, I look like this. Can't. Welcome to the Manchester United versus Norwich reaction. That game was so much longer than it actually needed to be. Like, I don't know if you guys are watching it because it lasted for too long on BBC One. But thank you for showing it live. That first half performance, it was always going to be a bit slow. It's always going to be a bit lethargic. Some players coming in the second team, third team, especially after lockdown, where some of these players haven't even played at all. So we got to give them a bit of slack for that first half. People like Bailly, people like Mata, Lingard, Igalo even, who's been doing well before lockdown. But of course, they have to get back into the swing of things. Get back to the swing of things. Match sharpness and all that. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet. For all your good Manchester United reactions and gaming and all that good jazz. I really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, so that's why the first half performance wasn't the best. I want to know you guys' comments as well. Let me know what you thought of the game. Some people might be a bit sad. Some people are sad about the performance, a bit, or maybe just feel like a win's a win. Who knows? Who knows? I'll let you know my thoughts. See, but Norwich played better in the first half. They just did. It's as simple as that. They had the better chances than us. They just needed that little bit more confidence, as I think Alan Shearer was saying. Just a little bit more pizzazz up top. Of course, Pukki wasn't having the best of games, so that didn't help them there. But Cantwell was getting through the wing a few times. I do like Cantwell. He's a very, what's it called? I was gonna say, what should I say? He's a very likable guy, Cantwell. I think he's been on the United Stand channel before. He's a bloody roadman. He's a bloody top man, mate, from what I've seen of him. But nevertheless, he was good playing today. We had a few chances at the start, but we couldn't really. Nothing was really clicking, but it made sense too, because none of our players are gelling together. This is our second team, so it would have been even worse anyway. But lockdown would have obviously taken out the match sharpness out of some of them. Bruno Fernandes was even having like that much involvement in the first half. I think our best player was Fred in that first half, maybe for like the whole first 90 minutes, Fred, because he was just making interceptions, doing the tackles, passing when appropriate. I think he was just doing his usual thing. I think Fred out of the midfield three has actually had the best performance out of those three midfielders in the first 90 minutes at least. Of course, after that, everything changes. So yeah, 0-0. I say we have to start better in the second half if we want to win this game, because we can't get complacent, because Norwich were playing. I think I said Norwich just about edged us in that first half. So if we want to win this, we've got to start out well, start out better in the second half. And we did. We actually started well in the second half, as I wanted Solskjaer to motivate these players to do. Because I know it was like, okay, fine, we've eased ourselves back into the swing of things. Now let's kick on now and actually beat these lot, because we just get to the semi-final of the cup. And we started off really well. I think after the first two games, or first 2 minutes, first 2 minutes, 5-10 minutes, we were playing really well. We had a chance right off the bat at the whistle, second half. And then Igalo scored shortly after that. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet. Massive Man United fan. Even if you're a United fan, talking all things United after the match here against Norwich. Very, very, very much dramatic at the end there. But we'll get onto that. Igalo's goal was really good. A poacher's goal. Igalo's just scoring every single game he starts. Bloody hell, man. He's making Man United scouts look bloody masterful in their scouting, even though we got him like a day. Wasn't it transfer deadline day we got the striker? But we chose the right one under duress, in fast circumstances, in circumstances that we had to rush through a transfer, considering Josh King, considering this and that, this random person. We got Igalo, and he really has done well for us, even after this lockdown. I think Martial did well to kick the ball up. I think it was Martial. No, it wasn't Martial. Martial wasn't playing until then. Who chipped it over? I think the ball landed in the air, and then Igalo just had the eyes for the ball the whole time and just side-footed it. Lifted his foot, side-footed it past Tim Krul, because it was too close to him. I think it was a really good cross by one of I think it was Luke Shaw, wasn't it? Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw in the first half, he wasn't crossing. He was doing what I was frustrated with last match reaction. If you haven't checked out, check that out for the Sheffield game. Because even though everyone played good in that Sheffield game. Luke Shaw, of course, carried over to this game, and my concerns about Luke Shaw carried over in this game. And now I could articulate it better. What Luke Shaw's scared of doing. He's scared of bloody crossing properly, and that's what and his confidence was gained in the second half. I think Solskjaer told him, Luke Shaw, just make some crosses. You don't always have to square it inside, mate. And he crossed it. He made the cross. I think that even if that wasn't for the Igalo goal, if I'm mistaken, he was still getting more chances. We were still getting more chances through that crossing. Luke Shaw's decent at it. He's a fullback. That's what he's supposed to do, mate. You know what I mean? Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet. Hope you appreciate it. Leave your thoughts down below. Do you think Luke Shaw was good enough today? Thank you, man, for the like. Appreciate it. Do you think Luke Shaw was good enough today? I think second half he really improved. He showed us what he could actually do. I think Luke Shaw's just holding himself back a bit scared. But Luke Shaw, he got the cross in. Igalo got the goal, 1-0. But then the players got complacent, didn't they? They got complacent. The sun is very hot. It's not very hot now, actually. It was raining a bit, wasn't it? It was raining when Norwich were looking to actually win against us. That's when you think. So yeah, we got complacent after our first goal. I think we just assumed we're going to win the game. And to be fair, we didn't get complacent too much. I think the goal from Norwich wasn't actually the best of skills from them. I think it was more of a taking a shot from outside the box. I was like, why not? Let's take a shot. And Romero's positioning is not the best, and he doesn't get this, and he doesn't get the save that he could have got. I think he could have done a bit better there. To be fair to Cantwell, to be fair to Romero, Cantwell did curve it in a bit. The ball was curving, and it got into the bottom right corner. But I feel like if that was De Gea, or if that was another like top class goalkeeper, if that was actual top class goalkeeper, like top 6, like first team level, they could have positioned themselves a bit better and used their feet, or actually just shift to the right a bit and actually save the ball. And then all of a sudden it's 1-1, and then our heads are just gone. Hey, welcome to the stream, mate. Liam, I remember you from the first stream. I appreciate you. Let me know your thoughts on this game, because obviously you're a neutral point of view. So I wanna know, is this just like a cup game we just got through longer than it should have been, or do you think it's a sign of Man United a bit the fragile capability of these players? Because Bruno Fernandes didn't have his best game, but I think he hadn't been rested, hasn't he? He was one of the players that had to carry over. And I think Solskjaer with the team sheet, with the team news, had a good balance of bringing in the players that need to play, giving them some minutes, but also carrying over some big players from previous game to get actually the win over the line. Calcium deficient. That's a sick username, Samad. Tim says that Tim Krul did really good today. If we went to penalties, Man United would have lost. That was the fear from me as well, mate. To be honest, I felt like if we went to penalties, obviously Norwich have a better chance of winning. And it just looked like it wasn't going to be our day, especially when Pogba missed a header and Tim Krul was making those saves, like you said. Tim Krul was really good today. Maguire should have scored a header, but then Tim Krul just made the absolute madness of a save, keeping Norwich in the game, even though they were parking the bus. 90 minutes. You did draw against Norwich, but it was a weakened squad. Yeah, it was a weakened squad. And to be fair to Norwich, they were playing. To be fair to us, Norwich were actually playing first team squad. I think proper first team squad. Yeah, obviously as a neutral, you want it to be more exciting than that. You want to give Norwich a chance. Penalties is always more exciting, but for a Man United fan like me, I was just thinking like, why are we taking so long to do this? Why are we taking so long to finish it? I think obviously Romero should have done better. And the 1-1 after that 1-1 happened, the perception shifted. I think Norwich had more confidence. Like I said, the first half they were doing good. They were doing all right. They were doing a bit better than us, but they just needed that extra layer of confidence to actually try and get some shots off. And they didn't get that many shots off, but they were just continuing to pressure us. Their pressure in the first half was actually really well. They would just keep on pressuring us. It worked sometimes. Obviously, it didn't work all the time because we were still firmly in the game throughout the whole 90 minutes. But Norwich were in the game. They were certainly in the game. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet. I appreciate you guys' input. Appreciate you guys' comments, guys. So yeah, the final 5 or 10 minutes when the subs come on, and then Pogba comes on, Matic comes on, it makes sense. Solskjaer would get them on. Obviously, the risk of injury was obviously still a factor, of course, during this lockdown. That's why we're having these water breaks, I think. Is that the reason we're having water breaks? To avoid injury or something? I don't know. Don't even know, mate. That Maguire goal was lucky, to be honest. Yeah, Yeah, it was lucky. It depends what you call lucky, mate. In my opinion, because Maguire did well to win that. He basically slide tackled the ball, like that's what he does. That's what a defender like him does. And yeah, but we obviously we deserved it in terms of like, oh, we're the attacking team actually going for it, whereas Norwich are pocketing us. But you can't blame Norwich. They had 10 men as well. Yeah, I forgot about the red card. Final 5-10 minutes, obviously we start stepping up a bit because we got Pogba and Matic on the pitch. We got Pogba and Matic on the pitch. Pogba naturally was causing more problems, like the Spurs game. Either like if you haven't yet, yeah, that was a jammy goal. Okay, you two agree? It was jammy in terms of like, yeah, it was last minute pretty much. After all these chances we were missing, and then it looks like Norwich were going to get away with it. I think the water break is because, thank you for the like, lads, I appreciate it. But I think the water break is because it's June and the players are still getting up to fitness. Yeah, exactly. That's precisely what I said. Hey, Bobby, welcome to the stream, mate. Let me know. Are you supporting Man United or are you neutral point of view? Leave your thoughts. Nevertheless, I really appreciate you guys watching. So yeah, after those 5-10 minutes, the pressure was starting to build up. Pogba, Matic was calming influence again. The Matic supporters, everyone is becoming all Man United fans are becoming Matic supporters all of a sudden. He really has improved over the season. I feel like obviously when he has the energy, he's built up the energy after lockdown and certainly just beefed himself up a bit. Allowed Pogba to come free, do the pressure. Obviously, what's his name? I think one of the defenders of Norwich. I don't even know which position it was. I don't really know many Norwich players. Big up Bobby. You are Bobby. Yeah, you're not a United fan, Bobby. Well, welcome to the United Supporters Club, going against Liam and Samad. You never thought I would be here. Oh, you two know each other, yeah? This is it. This is where everything crossovers. Yeah, I think that was a red card near the end of the game. He literally just turned Bruno Fernandes when he was literally through on goal. So yeah, that was a red card, deserved red card. And obviously, he got to extra time. I was like, if we continue building the pressure like we did in the final 5 minutes of injury time, then obviously we're going to go on to win the game or at least get more chances. Yeah, I know you're Arsenal till die, mate. Yeah, exactly. Denied a clear goal scoring opportunity. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the defender did. Was it defender? I don't know. Denied a clear goal scoring opportunity. I think that Bobby says, I think that if Norwich hadn't got that man sent off, I think they could have stood a good chance of winning. To be honest, man, I don't think it would have made much of a difference, to be honest. Because even with 10 men, I think Norwich would have still parked the bus and we probably still would have struggled, and Tim Krul still probably would have made some good saves, you know what I mean? I think they were just banking on getting to penalties. I think that's what they were trying to bank on. To be fair, there was always that scary factor of the counter-attack, the pacey fullbacks. I think that was more of a threat in the first half, but I think as the game went on, we started actually taking over. But it is a bit concerning that we have to rely on Pogba and get the subs on to actually take control of the game, but that's what the subs are there for in a second team cup game. Bring the first team players if things aren't going according to plan. Leave a like if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I massively appreciate it. We do career mode episodes. We do Last of Us streams. I hate Manchester United. What do you mean, mate? I'm guessing you dislike them because it's rivalry. It's always going to be rivalry, yeah. Fair play to Norwich. They gave it a great goal, but proper captain's performance from Maguire, says Bobby. Yes, I agree, mate. He's a bloody £80 million for that goal. No, I'm joking. I love Maguire. He's been a great player for us so far this season. I think his defending has done really well. And as he's gone into the season, he's still scored a bit of a crucial goals as well. He should have scored that header against Tim Krul. We were building the pressure after the first 5 minutes. As I wanted the players, we continued the pressure after Pogba and Matic came on in injury time. And the extra time we started, and we continued building the pressure, but we just kept on shooting it from long range a lot. And obviously when we do cross it in or like pass it into the box, obviously there's two banks of four, so it's like really hard. But I still feel there was opportunities where we just made the wrong decision. Sometimes Bashford's just shooting from far, Bruno's shooting from far. Bruno likes doing that as well. So it was just getting a bit frustrating. I was just like, just allow it, guys. And as that kept on going, I felt like it's just not going to be our day. It's just going to get the penalties and we're probably going to lose somehow. Did you say it? Yes, I got a Man United fan to say he hates United. Oh my God. Funny, Liam. Well, obviously, I did this. I did this motion, so it doesn't count. I don't know. Leave a like if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm going to try and do this for every Man United game after lockdown. Thank you guys for the input. Very much more input than last episode. Bloody hell, Liam. At least it's that and not like weird stuff like you know how Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV said like something weird, but he was just reading off someone's name, but it wasn't actually a name; it was a fake name, just to get him to say something offensive or something. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you guys the idea now. Oh no. Uh, um, I think yeah, we actually started crossing the ball from the second half onwards. Like we should have just done that in the first half. We just don't. Some of our players just are scared of crossing the ball, man. I swear to God. FA Cup semi-finals are going to be tough. Yeah, they are. Obviously, they're always going to be tough. Hey, before you end it, I'm on one off 150, 540, so any support would be appreciated. Yeah, I'll subscribe to you, Bobby. Why not, mate? As long as you subscribe to mine. Hey, I see I haven't got many subscribers, so I see every single one of you, mate. I see. I see. Yeah, why not, mate? Football news every day of the week. Come check out my career mode episodes as well. Yeah, I've subscribed to you, Liam, already, mate. Ever since the first game. Thank you for coming back to the channel. There isn't really much to say. I didn't really want to say much anyway about this game. But yeah, we can do a Q&A style thing here right now. I don't mind. It doesn't have to be all about football. I'm subbed. That's how I found this. Oh, thank you, Bobby. I'll sub to you right after this stream. Don't you worry about that. You're one away, 360. You guys are smashing it right now. You're getting closer to the 1,000. You're getting ever so close to the 1,000. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there together. It's fine. I'm just joking. I'm just messing. Leave a like if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you're new. I keep on saying that, but I want. No ways, mate. No ways, Bobbies. I keep on saying like the video, but I want you guys' input. And if you want to share this video, let them know that Man United fans talking waffle again and just chatting shit. Let them know to watch this right now. Or watch it after if you missed some of the stream. It's focusing right now. It's focused. Yeah, share with you. Feel free to share it with your mates. And yeah, like you said, the FA Cup semi-finals are going to be tough, Liam. I don't know who we're going to have next, but any team's going to be game. I think Man City probably we're going to get, knowing our luck, and we've beaten Man City, so we could beat them again. To be fair, the FA Cup is not the priority for me. I said this last match reaction. I think the Premier League is our bread and butter, but it would be nice for the FA Cup to be won. If it's there, we're getting closer, so we might as well win it and give Solskjaer first taste of silverware. So, and obviously that always helps the players grow and make them believe in the project that Solskjaer is supposedly doing. And I like to believe he is doing something about it. And to be fair, you can't blame Solskjaer for the performance today. I think too much. This was a second team performance, lockdown excuse. Yeah, the classic lockdown excuse. But you could argue that maybe, I don't know, maybe you could have. No, but I feel like in the halftime advice, I felt like Solskjaer certainly would have made an impact, because from the second half, I wanted the manager and the players to motivate themselves. Sometimes the players have to take credit for themselves. They have to take responsibility on themselves to actually motivate themselves and make actually right decisions. Like, maybe I shouldn't just square all the time. Try crossing it like we haven't done. But at the same time, Solskjaer did what he had to do in the second half and motivate the players. It's just that Cantwell goal just came out of nowhere thanks to Romero, and that's why Romero shouldn't be starting ahead of De Gea. De Gea is still firmly the first team goalkeeper. I think we are not going to get away with it, so hopefully we step it up in the semis. Bobby says, I agree, mate. I think the further you go in any competition, the further you have to take it a bit more seriously, unless you want to put all your eggs in the basket of top four, if you know what I mean. Liam says, we can't let United win the cup. We need our record. Yeah, Arsenal fan focusing on the FA Cup as usual. A bad performance, I meant. Yeah, okay. Bobby, how's your vid done? Mine got 36 views. Can we stop talking about views? Stop it. It's all about... No, I'm joking. Leave a like. Yeah, subscribe if you're new. Share this video with your mates. And what was I talking about? I was talking about the FA Cup. I was like, at least we're through. The good thing is that we're through. We expected to go through against Norwich. If it was like against like a mid-table club like Everton, I'll be like, okay, if we lose, we lose, innit? Second team. Okay, I'm not going to be too pissed off. But Norwich, come on, we should be winning, even with the second team. Leave a like if you haven't yet. I keep on saying it. Leave a like. Yeah, I just see more people coming in. Thank you guys for watching, man. Yeah, I feel like the league is our bread and butter. We should be focusing on the league. It's good that we rested some players, and thank God that none of our players really got injured. Hopefully, so yeah, we can move on. Happy days after Maguire got that not equalizer, that winner. in the last couple of minutes of extra time, I did really feel like the encouragement was going, saying we're going to lose this game. I just feel it in my heart. I'm the paranoid kind of supporter. But Maguire, to be fair, I think Pogba had a good shot, actually. Tim Krul made a good save. Pogba really, again, changes the game. But I'm not acting surprised, but Pogba changes the game like that. That's what we bring it on for. He's a first-team creative player. He's one of our best players, if not our best player to some people. So, yeah, he was just doing what he does best, and he was unlucky not to actually get us goal or assist, actually, in some cases. But Maguire stuck his leg out, tackled it really well. He did the slide tackle. He got the bottom right finish. And Maguire is just a beautiful man. He's a beautiful man. He really is. That £80 million is not for that goal. It's just anybody could have scored the last-minute winner. We should have scored the last-minute winner. It was just Maguire that had to get on the end of it. And we started him this game as well. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer always seems to be starting Maguire in all his games. It doesn't matter if it's midweek or in the Saturday, Sunday type of thing. It doesn't matter. He doesn't rest Maguire because he's an integral part of our team. Bailly grew into the game, actually, the centre-back pairing. So maybe Bailly can actually earn his way back into the team. A bit of pace we need in the back too. But obviously, like I said, I think that's a thing for long-term. Long-term, we need a pacey centre-back to go with Maguire or Lindelof, as Mark Goldbridge says, or other Man United, or most Man United fans are saying. Prediction for Sheffield United versus Arsenal. I don't know, mate. I'm not going to do that. I don't really care, to be honest. No offense. Who are you playing in midweek? Oh, right now. Well, we play Norwich. Maguire, I'm saying, usually Maguire doesn't get rested in cup games, even before lockdown. Maguire's worth 50 million max. He's 60 million at least, mate. Come on. Don't be cheeky, mate. Come on. 35 million. Oh, you must be having a laugh now. You're taking a piss now. Taking a piss. You're waffling. Oh my days. I get it, Maguire. Most people would say, even Man United fans, Maguire isn't worth 80 million. But he is to me. He is to Man United because we needed a centre-back like that to come into the club. And we're rich anyway, even though we don't like to act like it sometimes. So it's fine. We are playing Norwich, and he got the goal here. So we are playing Norwich in midweek. Are you? In the Premier League? Well, good luck, Arsenal. It's going to be a hard game for you guys. No, I'm joking. I love bantering Arsenal, even in career mode episodes. Overpaid for so many players. True, we did overpay a few players, but I think we do like to do that, don't we? We do. That's the problem with our transfer policy with Ed Woodward. He longs out negotiations, but I feel like we are sorting that out a bit now. I think Bruno was a very good buy. I think Gallo was a very good buy and relatively cheap. So hopefully we're heading to that direction. But we've got money, so we might as well spend it. It's not a joke, Sid. They will have a hard time against Norwich. Yeah, I know. I'm not joking. I'm not joking, Samad. I'm just laughing because it's just what have Arsenal become? You know what I mean? It's more about that. You know what I mean? That's more what I'm laughing about here. I'm laughing because it's true. I think United have Brighton away on Tuesday. Do we? I think so. Yeah, we do. Yeah, and we can't take them for granted. But we've rested some of our players. Actually, no, we haven't, because some of these players have played 30 minutes now. But hopefully that shouldn't tire them out for this game. So for the next game against Brighton, and we need to go on the run to keep on the momentum, because obviously Chelsea beat Man City, so we need to keep up the pace. Wolves is now above us, so we're 6th. So it's a bigger gap, because Man City bottled it and gave us the worst possible result we could have had, because now we've got to play catch up with 5 points. But hopefully we're relying on Chelsea dropping points, which is a shame now. It's making it harder for ourselves. And obviously, I need to talk about the elephant in the room. That reminds me, I put in my title of this stream, I need to put my thoughts on Liverpool winning the title thanks to that Man City game, which was another side effect. Basically, that game was like the worst possible result for us fans, for us United fans, because Liverpool won the league, and also it made the gap between us and Chelsea a bit higher. But to be fair, Leicester could be worth catching up to, because I think they're struggling themselves, even if Chelsea aren't. I put Rashford in my fantasy team for their Brighton game. To be fair, he could do well. He could get a few assists. I think it was good to play Rashford today, because he needs to get more match sharpness, because I don't think he's been that match sharp for the last game. But he always puts in the shift. He just does. And hopefully his saucy play can get shown a bit more now and get more used to playing after lockdown. So yeah, let's talk about Liverpool winning the league. To be fair, I'm more bothered in terms of short term, in terms of us getting to top 4. That's why I was pissed off more with the Man City and Arsenal game. But of course, long term, I knew Liverpool was going to win the league anyway, so it wasn't that bad of a thing. It wasn't that like, oh, Man City have lost it. Oh, damn it, I'm angry. Because I knew Liverpool were going to win the league anyway. Just mentally preparing myself for that thing. Aubameyang has been terrible since return to football, but again, see, players like Rashford and Aubameyang, they're usually good. It's just match sharpness, you know what I mean? It's like a new season almost. You get me? No preseason and anything. But obviously, long term, Liverpool have a chance to get 20 titles and match our own 20 titles. And some people are talking about a dynasty with Liverpool. I think that's a little too early to say, but Jurgen Klopp's a great manager. I could see him. He's talked even during lockdown. Jurgen Klopp said, "This is actually not our best team. We could go further than this." So that's why I was still concerned for Liverpool, even if they don't win the league. Obviously, I'm going to be laughing if Liverpool didn't win the league now. In terms of like, let's say the title race was closer and Liverpool lost the league, like normal. Obviously, if they bottled it from this point, then I'll be like laughing proper. But let's say Liverpool did win the league and got second place, and it was like a similar season to last season, with Man City winning it with 1 point ahead. I still would have been concerned for Liverpool, because Liverpool would have that mentality, be like, we've lost this, we've lost 2 previous seasons on the bounce, we need to keep on going. Jurgen Klopp's that type of manager, got to keep on going, much like how he tells their players to keep on going, keep on persisting, keep on progressing, keep on pressuring the opponents. That's what Liverpool do. They just outwork teams. They just do. And Liverpool have won the league. It's 30 years of hurt for them, and it's funny. It's a funny meme as it lasted 30 years. It's not a big club mentality, but now they are behaving like a big club. And that it should be a wake-up call for Liverpool, for Man United, for the Man United board and workers to realize, let's kick on. Let's try not to become this. Let's try not to become Liverpool for 30 years, but also try and match their level and try and realize that they've won the league. They are closing down on us in terms of popularity, in terms of what is the biggest club in England. It should be a wake-up call to the Glazers and Ed Woodward that we need to fix up, and all the transfer negotiators as well. Don't forget about them, that we need to fix up. Otherwise, it's going to be more of this pain. Klopp has done wonders from Banter FC era to one of their best teams. Yes, he has. He has. It hurts me to say it. It hurts me to say it as a Man United fan. But you have to give credit where credit is due and say that Jurgen Klopp is a likable guy. He can't help it. But he's more than that. He's more than that, because I heard Henderson and Sky Sports talking about, naturally, you always got to have that mean streak about you. And Klopp is always going to give you the hard truths. And he's earned that connection with his players and the fans, in terms of being almost like family and friends to them. But always, like family, like friends, you got to give them the harsh truth sometimes. And that's what he did to some of these players. And some of these players, he let go. Most of the players, Skirtle, Sacco, something centre-back, bloody Stuart Downing, all these players. I'm not expert on Liverpool players, but, you know, he got rid of all that first team he ever had for Liverpool. He's wiped them away and replaced it with a working team for him. And obviously, you got to give credit to the Liverpool owners who help him make the transfers as well. I just hope that Manchester United follow through on that transfer policy and try and have better scouts like them. You know what I mean? I feel like we are getting there. I feel like we can pressure them. We've got to do it sooner rather than later. I think next season, we've just got to stop. We've got to be more of a force. But Liverpool are going to be still a force. Even though I said if Liverpool didn't win the league, they'd have more motivation to win the league, keep on going. I'm just hoping, obviously, now that Liverpool have won the league, that their motivation will drop. But I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't think it will. Okay, you got to go. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Liam. I appreciate you, man. See you next time, man. Appreciate you support. Leave a like if you're new, subscribe if you're new. So yeah, I want to know some of you guys' thoughts on Liverpool as well. Whether you're an Arsenal fan or any other kind of fan. So yeah, Liverpool, they've won the league. I can't banter anyone anymore. The meme is dead. We have to live in the present. We can't always keep on living in the past, and we've got to realise what's in front of us. And this is a sensational Liverpool team that could start a dynasty if we're not careful, especially with Man City a bit failing as well and being out of Europe. Maybe Man City being out of Europe will actually help them in actually going for the league. Who knows? But it's also double-edged sword, because if they get out of the Champions League, then some of their players might leave and want to pursue better Champions League teams, like Kevin De Bruyne, like Jesus, or any of these players who who've realised that, Man City have lost the Champions League space, so we got to go to another club. You know what I mean? It's not exactly got a soul, yeah, the club. Now, joke, but you know what I mean. So enough about Man City. Should be us. Should be Man United pressuring Liverpool, not Man City. They bottle it, mate. They bottled it against Chelsea. We need to be the ones that challenge Liverpool, and not just stopping them from winning it earlier. We need to stop them winning full stop, and that's by Man United winning, because that's what Man United are all about. That's what it should be all about. And we just waking up. Hopefully, we're making our way through the ladder. I'm not saying we should expect instant success, especially from this point. If you expect instant success from this point, you're deluded. But what United fans should be expecting is success in 2 to 3 years' time. And when I say success, I mean proper success, mate, not bloody FA Cup, Europa League. Ridiculous. You gotta give credit to where credit is due. I still hate Liverpool. In terms of a football sense, I hate them. In terms of rivalry, it's a good rivalry to have to push us on. And this is no different than winning the league. It should push us on to try and win the league in sooner rather than later. You know what I mean? God, I think I've said a lot. I think I've said my piece. Hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Nevo was a bit later than what it should have been, thanks to extra time. Maguire comes in clutch. Fergie time is back again. We should have won this way earlier. Norwich did well to actually keep on holding in the game, even when they got to 10 men, to be fair to them. We didn't really make use. We didn't really exploit that, really. But to be fair, they were ultra defensive. Yeah. But a win's a win in this type of game. Hopefully, yeah, as some of you guys have said, we need to step up for semi-finals or finals. But our attention focus is back in the league, and that's what it's all about. Top four, really, race. If we win an FA Cup on the side, that's nice. But we want to be going for Champions League, but also it would be nice to see Solskjaer get a trophy. But we'll just take it game by game. First team should be back for Brighton, and yeah, I'll see you guys there for the match reaction. I don't know what time it's going to be, but who knows? We got to win because Wolves are going to go ahead of us. As not even just Chelsea or Leicester, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate you guys' input and support. And yeah, share this video with your mates. If you missed some of the video of me talking, you can always go back to the start of the video once this video is uploaded properly from the live stream. So if you want to rewatch some of my thoughts or watch some bits you've missed of me talking about the match, and check out other videos of Last of Us in the career mode as well. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.